Hello, uh, welcome to Excellence Molders. My name is Peter Itau. I am the founder and CEO of Excellence Molders International. And this great time, we are going to look at what are the key skills that you must harness within yourself for you to be able to achieve the most out of the year 2023. So we have prepared for you 10 points or 10 key considerations or skills that are important for you going into 2023 to ensure that you get the most out of life. The first factor or the first skill that you have to employ into the year 2023 is the ability to listen. The ability to listen. Why is that important? Listening is important because we live in a world where we have a lot of information coming around us. We are consistently being fed with information. And so therein also lies opportunities that are important for you in life. Therein lies opportunities that will actually make you money. So the question today is, are you a good listener? Will you be able to tap into the opportunities that come your way simply because you listened? Very many of us are very good in talking and fail at a simple task of being able to listen. So must you this year then be deliberate about being able to listen, about being able to get information and actually digest and get the best out of it. So that, and I think even in the way God ordered things, it is deliberate that God gave us 2 ears and one mouth so that we can actually listen twice as much as we are able to speak. So that's the first important skill that you must master into the year 2023. The second skill that you must master is the skill of selling. It's a selling skill. Why do I say this? I like to believe that every other thing that we are doing in life today is all about sales. I like to say that sales is actually a lifestyle. So as you begin your year 2023, ask yourself, are you able to sell yourself as an individual? Are you able to sell your skills? Are you able to sell your beliefs? Are you able to sell your knowledge? Are you able to sell that which you believe in? Are you able to sell your ideas and plans? So this becomes important because you will realize that by default, very many of us, even after going through schooling and as we develop our career, somewhat somehow the first place that we always land at in our career is sales. You probably do IT. The first job you land yourself is actually as a salesperson selling IT programs. You do pharmacy. At times you find yourself landing your first job as a med rep. So it is important that we harness this skill that is so important. I like to believe that the best doctor around is actually the best salesperson in that career. The best architect is actually the best salesperson in that career. The best preacher is even the best salesperson in that space, and even the best architect or the best engineer or the best trainer is always the best salesperson within that space, because selling is about making people believe in what you have and making and connecting people to it and actually ensuring that people get value out of that which you actually are doing. The third skill that you have to develop is the skill of negotiation. You must develop your ability to negotiate on day-to-day basis. Remember, we are put in places where we are negotiating. We are negotiating on deals. We are negotiating on jobs. We are negotiating in relationship. Probably you want to settle down in marriage. You are negotiating your space into somebody else's life. So negotiation is so important that it's a skill that you have to consistently develop and up in everyone at any one point in life, because it becomes important for you when you are placed before a situation where you have to show that to win over a discussion or a negotiation, that you are able to articulate yourself so well that you are able to come out strong and defend why you are actually the best fit for this deal that is on the table. The fourth important aspect that you have to develop or skill is the skill of critical thinking. Critical thinking basically involves you being in a position where you sit down, understand a situation, take out emotions out of it, and actually think objectively. Are you able to think critically? Are you able to get ideas, digest them, dissect them, look at them objectively before actually coming to a conclusion or a decision? That becomes an important skill that you have to master into the year 2023. Why? Because we are faced with so much information in this day and age that we have to be able to make critical decisions, and critical decisions are actually a product of critical thinking. The fifth aspect that you have to develop is being teachable. You have to be teachable across all at any one point in life. Because there's always something new to learn. There's always something who knows something that you do not know. And you will not learn unless you open up yourself to actually learn, to actually be taught, to actually be guided, to actually be led into it, unless you are actually willing and ready to humble yourself to a point of learning. So it becomes important that we learn how to be taught. We have a teachable spirit. We become teachable. We are open to learning. We are open to new ideas. Remember, the world we are living today is fast changing in terms of operations, way of doing things, information. So you have to be keen to actually learn and be teachable. The sixth aspect is the ability or the skill in time management. The Bible puts it very clearly that redeem time. Redeeming time means that the resource of time therefore is scarce. Therefore, you have to make the best of the time that you have. So how well do you manage your time as an individual? Be it in your career, be it in your personal life, be it in your relationships. How much time do you allocate to various resources? Have you actually created a hierarchy of time that each and every aspect of your life demands from the time that you have, so that you are able to allocate time based on the best value that this time gives you, and also based on what is important. So time management is a skill that we have to develop, that you have to equip yourself, that you have to purpose to grow into. The seventh skill that you have to develop is the skill of consistency. Remember, they say talent can get you there, but consistency keeps the talent. So you have to be consistent in what you do. If you are in business, be consistent in that business. If you are in consultancy, be consistent in that business. If you are an IT person, be consistent. If you are a sports person, you have to be consistent. That's why you have to wake up early, go and work out, train, reskill and skill. Learn how to be best at what you actually are doing. The eighth important skill that you have to learn is the skill of decision making. You have to make decisions devoid of emotional interference. You have to make decisions devoid of the circumstances that are currently prevailing. So it is important for you today to actually be in a position where you actually are so well equipped to be able to make decisions, because life is a series of decision making. Life is a series of decisions that will then impact or inform how your life turns out. So how well equipped are you to make proper, clear decisions? Do not make decisions based on your current emotion, but make decisions based on the value that this is going to bring. The ninth skill that you have to develop is the skill to influence others. Life is about influence. Life is about influencing people with your belief, with your knowledge, with your attitudes, with your skills. So how well do you articulate out your issues to people with the intention that it actually makes them believe in you, that you actually influence them to your way of thinking? If you look at politicians, that's the one skill that they have harnessed. They have harnessed the ability or the skill to influence you to their way of thinking. So today you have to be deliberate about growing your ability to influence people and to influence others around what needs to be done. And the 10th skill that you need to develop is actually the skill to stay positive, devoid of the current situations. Thank you very much.